Hey, Shalom. I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Akakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Mills to whom we well. Peace, salutations, and blessings to the elect who firmly believe on Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Now, as we know, this is 2021, hastening his coming. You know, the year of the hastening the coming of the Lord. And, hey, man, 2021 is popping off, right? Prophecies are speaking, moves and plays are being made. And just to harp on, the situation with Donald Trump, President Trump's ban from social media platform. It says, does it violate freedom of speech? And yes, it does. Um, what I believe in the spirit that move was pretty much made. Here it is. This is the president of the United States, in which they would deem, a powerful individual. And here it is. He was banned from Twitter. If you know Twitter is a social media um, outlet to where you can voice your opinion on situations and matters. And majority of the people don't like the things that Donald Trump says, right? President Donald Trump says. So for the simple fact that they didn't like the things that he said, they felt like he was evoking, the issues that were happening over there at the Capitol building. So they shut his Twitter account down and completely banned him. So what that's actually going to happen to, those of us who speak on matters and situations that the government or the majority of the people do not approve of, right? So let me read some of this article. It says, and that essentially is go into the famine of the word, which is prophecy. It says, after President Donald Trump was banned from various social media platforms last week, some questioned if it is a violation of the president's freedom of speech. A Virginia Commonwealth University professor said, in this case, the First Amendment does not apply. Account suspended. This is the message that appears when you search President Trump's Twitter account, right? And it says, following the attack on the U.S. Capitol, the social media platform permanently suspended the president's account, citing violations of the Twitter rules, including the glorification of violence policy. When essentially when it comes to the men of the Lord, and when you get into the scriptures, majority of it is of what? Mournings, lamentations, and woe. And real quick, let me get that. So when we speak on prophecies, what? It's by natural that we're going to speak on violence. It's natural that we're going to speak on violence because that's what this majority of this book is about. Let me see. I think it's Ezekiel. Let me see. Is it 2? Let's see. Yeah, this is Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 10. It's let me start at verse 9. It says, and when I looked, behold, an hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was therein. And he spread it before me, and it was written within and without. And there was written therein lamentations and mourning and woe, which what means destruction. So if this book, which is the Bible in which we teach, majority of it is destruction, violence, we're going to speak on it. So in turn, what's going to happen? They're going to attempt to muzzle the prophets, which is Bible prophecy anyway. It says, we have permanently suspended the account due to the risk of further incitement of violence, Twitter said. Twitter has permanently suspended President Donald Trump's account. President Trump has also been suspended indefinitely from Facebook and Instagram for similar reasons. Locally, Facebook has temporarily disabled Senator Amanda Chase's page. Dr. John Augenbaugh, an assistant professor in VCU's political science department, and terms and conditions like these are contractual agreements. These social media platforms all have pretty standard, if you will, language that says you have to abide by the behavioral rules that we deem appropriate. If you do not, they reserve, if you will, the authority to remove you, Augenbaugh explained. Some, including the president himself, suggest this is an infringement on the First Amendment, which protects the freedom of speech, among other rights. However, Augenbaugh explained the First Amendment does not apply to private companies like Twitter and Facebook. The First Amendment applies to government behavior, and it's not the government that is banning President Trump from Twitter. It's not the government that is temporarily suspending the state Senate Chase from Facebook, It is those private sector companies who own those social media platforms, he said. And when you check it out, a lot of these platforms, they're already bought out by the government, right? So yeah, we sometimes you may find information on Instagram, or people may share information on Facebook. That's only for this particular season, but the time is going to come to where they're going to put a muzzle on it. The time is going to come to where certain information is not going to be able to be shared via social media, i.e. Twitter, i.e. Facebook and Instagram, you know, because why? Essentially, these elites want to control the media outlets. It's called the censorship. So it says Facebook, Instagram extend block on Trump accounts indefinitely. After President Trump was kicked off of these platforms, some expected him to reach his followers via the platform Parler, which is favored by conservatives. However, Parler has since been booted off the internet after Google, Apple, and Amazon removed it from their platforms, saying it allowed posts that could incite ongoing violence. Parler CEO John Matze has spoken out, calling it a coordinated attack by the tech giants to kill competition in the marketplace. Ball said this is to allow under the First Amendment. It's not the government that is forcing Amazon, Apple, Google to remove Parler. It is those individual companies with those platforms that are making, if you will, a business decision, Ball said. Right-wing app Parler booted off internet over the ties to Siege. According to the Wall Street Journal, Parler has since filed a lawsuit against Amazon Web Services. Parler is alleging that Amazon kicked the platform off its cloud service for political and anti-competitive reasons. The social platform is also alleging a breach of contract. Following his ban from Twitter, President Trump released a statement Friday teasing a possible new platform. In that statement, Trump said, "We've been negotiating with various other sites, and we'll have a big announcement soon, while we also look the possibilities of building our own platform in the near future." So I feel like that was pretty much a sign, of things to come, when it comes to you know, the ban from social media accounts with President Trump. And I believe there's a situation that happened out there in Uganda to where they're preventing people from going on social media, you know, to disclose their thoughts, you know. So we in that time, brothers. We in that time. We are in that time. So I'm gonna just grab a couple of quick scriptures to prove that we're approaching in the time of the famine of the word, right? This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 26. "And I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb, and thou shalt not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house." That's right. So the time is going to come to where the Lord's going to allow our tongue to cleave to the roof of our mouth, meaning what we cannot speak. And one that is described as dumb is one who cannot utter words. So when the Lord takes us off of these corners, that's when you're going to know that the famine of the word is pretty much here. It reads, and shall not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house. So right, so those who receive the message, may the Lord have mercy on you. For those who rejected the message, may the Lord destroy you. At least you be of the elect. Because the time is coming to where the Lord is gonna put an end to his grace period. The Lord's gonna put an end to his grace period. And, you're going to have certain men, that's going to be, in concentration camps. You're going to have certain brothers or prophets that's going to be living like a pilgrim. So what? It's not going to, we're not going to be standing on a corner, teaching the word, hoping you will get it. We're going to be approaching a different season. This is Amos chapter 8, verse 11. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land." And this reads, "Not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh, and shall not find it." So with that happening with Donald Trump, I believe that's a sign of things to come, to where there's going to be a ban, there's going to be a censorship on all social media outlets. as well as YouTube, as well as YouTube. So, that pretty much, I just wanted to, speak on, as far as issue out, measuring the times diligently in itself, as the scriptures tell us to do. And all we got to do is continue to watch the news, all we got to do is continue to watch the news and see what it's going to say unto us. Matter of fact, let me grab that real quick. Habakkuk, the second chapter. Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. And that's the prophecies, man. That's the prophecy. So everything's for an appointed time, and we are standing upon our watches right now, and we are watching to see what the media is going to say unto us that aligns with prophecy, that aligns with Bible prophecy, So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the elect. I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, salutations, and blessings to the elect. Shalom.